What's up, everybody? Welcome to the startup space. My name is Ranzu, and in today's video I'll be doing an FAQ of the Shopify review I did previously. I've had a lot of questions in the comment section of that video. First of all, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking the video. It's really pushed the video and I really appreciate it. So anyway, I've had a lot of questions in the comment section of that video, and as much as I've answered most of those questions, I just felt it would be better for me to make a video with all those questions and maybe others that I feel might be important, or other little things that I feel might be important to know if you're going to be selling on Shopify from South Africa. So yeah, if you see me looking down, I'm like looking at the questions. So yeah. So the first thing I want to talk about is basically what is Shopify and how does it work. So basically Shopify is an e-commerce platform. So it's a platform where that you can use to create your website. So it's like a WordPress, if you've heard of WordPress, or a Wix. So it's basically a competitor of those. So you can go on Shopify, create an account, and have a subscription plan basically, and create your website yourself, or you can hire somebody to do it for you and give them access to your store, and you can literally control everything from like adding products and changing themes and all that in the back end of your store by yourself or through someone else, a developer basically. So yeah, so it's basically, for me, I found it to be an affordable way to have a website, because having to hire somebody to build a website or to code a website from scratch, I feel like it's, one, more costly, number two, it's not as convenient, because as an e-commerce store or as an online business, you have so many changes that you'll be making to your website on the regular. So it's not easy. If you have someone built it from scratch, then you have to go to them every single time you need changes made, and it just doesn't feel that convenient for me. Whereas if you have something like Shopify, then you know that you can, if you need to change a theme, you can do that. If you need to change if you need to add products or remove products, you can do that. If you need to create discount codes, literally everything you can think of that relates to a website, you can do on Shopify. And another thing Shopify has, it has a huge app store that you can use to integrate all kinds of things. So if you want to have a chat feature on your store, if you want to have if you want to add if you want to do dropshipping, you can do that. You can add that. There's an app called Obelo on Shopify, on the Shopify app store, that you can add. So literally anything you can think of, you can do on Shopify. So Shopify is basically like a convenient way to have a website and to run a business, an online business, for me, in my opinion. Okay, so yeah. The second thing, so do you need to register your company to sell on Shopify? So we all know that in South Africa, if you're going to run a business, most of the time, for most things or for most opportunities, you do need to have your company registered with the CIPC. But with Shopify, you don't have to have your business registered. So if you want to start a clothing business on Shopify, you don't have to register via the CIPC. Shopify does not ask for your registration number or anything like that. Yes, when you do create an account, they do ask if you are operating as a registered business. It's just like one last question at the end of like the little info page or the details page when you are signing up, but it's not a must for you to select that. It's not a must for you to complete that, because it's literally just a little box you tick to say yes, like whether it's a registered company. So what can you sell from a Shopify site? Literally anything, except obviously like, you know, dangerous stuff or like illegal stuff, you know, like I think that's pretty obvious. But yeah, you can sell pretty much anything on your Shopify site. You can sell clothes, you can sell food, you can sell, I don't know, hair products, you can sell electronics, you can sell furniture, you can sell digital products like, you know, ebooks and guides and courses and stuff like that. You can do that. There's literally, so like things like digital products, there is an app for that you can integrate. It's called digital product. I think that's the name of the app, if I remember correctly. But yeah, you can literally sell like all kinds of products or services through your Shopify site. Cool. Which address do you use as your business address? Somebody asked me this, and it's something I didn't even think, like, it actually is a good question. So when you are signing up for Shopify, you will see this. I will be posting a Shopify tutorial. It's gonna be long as videos, but I will be posting a Shopify tutorial, and you will see that there will be a section where you need to fill in your personal details as the owner of the account or the account holder, and then you will also need to complete your business details, so your business address, your business contact details and whatnot. If you are running your business from home, which is the case for most e-commerce businesses, then you can fill in your home address. So it's not like, so one thing about Shopify, they're not like so strict when it comes to like your details and things like that and signing up and all those things. It's really not a complicated process. It's not a complicated thing. So yeah, you can literally like use your home address if you don't have, so you don't have to like go and get an office or get like a virtual address or anything. Like, you don't have to, unless you want to, unless you really don't want to use your home address on your on your Shopify store or on your website. And then you can literally just use your home address. And also you can control whether or not you show your address on your website. So at the bottom of every website, mostly there'll be like, or on the contact us page, there will be like the contact details and the address of the business. So you can like just remove the address details like as you're editing your store, and only show your number or your WhatsApp number or your contact or your email address that you would like your customers to contact you on, if that's the correct way to say that. Yeah, so you have a choice. So you can use your home address, you can use any address that you prefer to use. It's really okay. Right, so how much does it cost to sell on Shopify? So Shopify has three subscription plans. So the way it works in terms of payment with Shopify is that you subscribe and you can pay a monthly subscription fee. You can also choose to pay a yearly fee. So it's basically it will basically be the monthly subscription fee times 12. Normally, if you choose the annual fee, they give you like a discount. So yeah, you can choose to pay once off for the entire 12 months, or you can pay every month. And there are three options or three plans that you can choose from. There's one that is $29, there is one that is $79, and there's one that's $299. They are all really good. Even like the lowest one is really good, or the cheapest one. The difference is mostly when I've looked at them, and the difference is basically the amount of reporting that you get on your store. So the reports on the more expensive plans are obviously more extensive and more in detail than the reports you get with the $29 plan. So that is the biggest difference, or rather the difference between those plans. And also some other small features like having multiple currencies on your store and having multiple languages and all those type of things. So whereas with the $29 plan, you don't have those options. You would need to integrate an app from the App Store to do that, and there isn't really one. I tried to look for one that accommodates South African currency, but I never found one. That's why I moved to the $79 plan. So yeah, you can do that. You can have that on your store. So you can just convert it. So if you want to know how much it is in rands, just multiply the $29 or $79 or $299 multiplied by the current exchange rate, so like 15 rand or 15.2 or something like that. Just check what the exchange rate is on that particular day when you want to subscribe or when you want to pay, and just to see which one you would afford. But yeah, it's not bad, honestly. And like, compared to your sales and what that you will make, it's not as heavy or as hectic as having to go and pay thousands at once to somebody to build your store. I I don't know, but like I feel like it's more cost effective that way. So yeah, that's how much it costs. And then oh yeah, when you add certain apps, most apps are like free, or they have a free option, and they also have paid options. And then some apps you'll need to pay, but it's normally like 100 and something, sometimes less than 100 rand. So it's most apps that I've come across that are paid have been less than 200 rand a month. Some it's like once off, like you'll pay 100 and something rand, and that's like for the whole year or something like that. Do you pay for Facebook or Instagram ads if you run them from your Shopify store? Yes. Right, so when you create your Shopify store or your Shopify account or your website, you will integrate your Facebook account, and you will add your Facebook pixel and stuff. I'll show you how to do that. So you will add those things. So basically your Shopify store will be connected to your Facebook account, so the products that are on your Shopify store will appear on your Facebook page, your Facebook business page. So when you run ads, you can run certain campaigns or certain ads directly from your Shopify store, and that will be charged to your Facebook ad account. So whatever payment details you have on your Facebook ad account, that's what will be charged, or that's the account that will be charged for the ads that you run. So it'll be like you are running the ads directly from Facebook, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, so you can also just run your ads directly from Facebook, or from the business, what you call the Facebook business manager, or the Facebook ads manager. But yeah, you can do either, but either way, you will be charged from your face on your Facebook ad account, as you would if you were running the ad from your Facebook page, directly from your Facebook page, if you get me. Yeah. So yeah, you do pay for the ads, okay? It's not like included in your monthly subscription or something like that. You pay for the ads. Cool. So can you dropship from your Shopify store? Yes, you can. So Shopify has this app in the App Store. It's called Obelo. Obelo is basically got vendors from AliExpress. Yeah, it's AliExpress. So most of the vendors that you'll find there are vendors that are on AliExpress. So Obelo is basically like a platform that has AliExpress vendors listed on there that you will add to your store. So if you want to add certain products that you want to sell through dropshipping, then you will integrate that app, and then you will search for whatever products you want to search for on the on Obelo, and then you will add them to your store. You can edit the product descriptions, or you can keep the product descriptions that the vendor has. You can use the vendor's pictures and all that. But just a word of advice, if you choose to dropship, as much as you can, use the vendor images. Rather buy a sample of each of the things, so each of the products that you want to sell, rather buy a sample of each. Take your own pictures and then use your own pictures. It just looks more real, if you get what I'm saying. If you use vendor pictures, I don't know, I just feel like, how many other people will be dropshipping and using the same pictures? So you need to stand out. You need to look like your own business, and your business just needs to have its own personality. So rather take your own pictures, but you can use the vendor pictures when you add the products. So automatically the vendor pictures are added as your product pictures on your store. So you can do that. You can dropship through Shopify. And also Obelo it's free, I think. Yeah, it is free. So you can just add it, and yes. So the next question, what payment methods can you connect to your Shopify store? So I use PayFast. I'm used to PayFast. So yeah, it's not to say that it's like the best or anything. I don't think there is a best payment method. I guess the difference would be the fees. So when you are adding payment methods, you would go to like your settings, and then you would go to payment in your settings, and you will be able to add to manually add an alternative payment provider, right? So automatically every store, when you get there, every store there's like PayPal already added. You just need to activate it. And like the fee is like 1% commission per transaction or something like that. which means that every time somebody pays on your store, 1% of that, like they charge you 1% as a fee or as a commission. So then you can add other payment methods, alternative payment methods, which are your pay fast, your pay stack. They have what is it, pay gate. No, they don't have pay stack, guys. They have pay, so they have pay fast they have pay gate, they have peach payments, they have Ozo, they have pay flex, and they have pay just now. So pay flex and pay just now are great if you want to be able to offer a payment plan on for your products. So if you want your customers to be able to buy something and then like pay it in installments or something like that, so those are great for that. So when you sign up, you'll probably have like a sales consultant call you and like explain everything to you and help you like to basically onboard you. But with the rest of them, you literally just sign up. You just go on the site. So when you select it, you'll have an option to go on the site and to sign up if you need to sign up. If you're already signed up, you'll just need to log in, take your merchant ID and the other number that I'm not sure what it is. I forgot what it's called. There's like 2 numbers that you need to add with pretty much all of the payment methods, which are found once you've created your account. Now, when you go and create your account on these payment platforms, you will need, so whatever, if you create the account under your personal name, the bank account that you add will have to be your personal bank account. So if you have a business account, which I highly advise you to, then when you create your account, you need to create it under your business name. So my pay fast account is created under Royal Flair Clothing, and the business account that I've added there is Royal Flair Clothing business account. And I've said that you upload your IDs and stuff as the account manager or the business owner, and you also upload your business's registration document, your business's bank statement and stuff. So that's the catch. As much as Shopify does not require you to be registered, the payment platforms do require you to be a registered business if you are going to create the account under your business name. You do need to be registered with the CIPC. They will require or request your registration documents. They will request those from you. So just register, guys, on the CIPC website. It's so easy as like 5 minutes for you to register, and it's like 175 rand to register your business and to reserve a name. In total it's 175 rand. So just register your business so that you don't have to deal with any extra things. But yeah, you will need to be a registered business in order to create an account for your business on these payment providers. So yeah. Now, how do you ship your products when selling on Shopify? I use the courier guy. I'm looking for an alternative because it's getting expensive over there. But I use the courier guy. I trust it. I've used it for a very long time and I really just trust it. So I'm looking for an alternative, like Aramex and all that. So unfortunately for us, you can't just for an American business, or basically like the Western businesses, they are able to just like integrate, have like shipping what's integrated and whatnot. For us, it's not as easy. Like we can't do that. You can't like integrate the courier guy onto your store. You can't add like Aramex or whatever, DHL, on your Shopify store. So there's something called UAfrica. UAfrica has like all these different courier companies listed. So when you integrate UAfrica as like an app, then you create an account on UAfrica and you have all your like what do you call them, courier companies right there. And then what it does is like it pulls your product and stuff from your Shopify store and it has them there. So when people make purchases and you want to ship, then you go on there and you can literally just organize your shipping from there. You can choose which one is the cheapest rate from like the courier companies that will be listed on there and stuff like that. Like it's a whole thing, and it's I tried to use it before and I actually want to use it again. So it does seem like it's like the most convenient thing for us at the moment as like South African businesses. And another thing you can do when let's say you choose to use something like the courier guy, then you have the option of creating like an account as a business where you load money. So you can like load money, whether it's every month or every now and then, like, and then as you courier stuff, like they literally deduct whatever cost from there, instead of you having to do it like manually every single time. Then you'll have your account there, and like you create your shipments and whatnot, you organize them on there and you have them on your account, and you already, it also helps for record keeping because then you have all your shipments in one and whatnot. And I feel like it is more cost effective because you know how much you loaded and then you use it up and all that. It can help you track how much you would use in a month for shipping and how much you would use for shipping for certain products and whatnot, instead of having to add all those things up. I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah, you have Africa as an option. That is like the only option that I know of. I don't want to lie, there might be others. If you want more info as it regards to like selling online and all that and e-commerce and stuff, there's this group on Facebook. It's called Insaka, and then like there's like a whole long name, e-commerce something, but search for Insaka, like INSAKA. I will link it below. I'll try and link the Facebook group below if I can. But it's not my Facebook group, guys. It's just a Facebook group I'm part of, and I find it really, really helpful. But yeah, I will leave the name below. I'll go check it out and like make sure I leave it in the description so that you guys can go check it out. There's so much that you can learn as it relates to e-commerce in South Africa from that group. Like there's so many people who are doing e-commerce who know the things, so yeah, it's always good to be in platforms like that and to learn from other people who are doing it, who are going through the struggles, and you can actually post and ask questions in that group. So that's also another cool thing. But yeah, that's something I just needed to mention. So yeah, you guys, those are the questions that I had so far. But if you do have any other questions, feel free to leave a comment and ask whatever you need to ask. I always respond to my comments. I'm always willing to help wherever I can, however I can. So if I'm able to answer your question, I definitely will. If I can't, I will let you know. But yeah, leave a comment, ask the question you need to. If this was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Remember to subscribe. And guys, I will be posting Shopify tutorials, so make sure you turn on the notification bell so that you do not miss that video. Okay, you do not want to miss that video. That'll be the next video I post, so make sure that your notifications are on. Make sure you're subscribed. Like the video so that YouTube knows to show this video to more people and help more people. Thank you guys for watching.